Yeah, you're happy. You know, it's been 2.5 years, but yo, you told the girl that you were gonna die, bro. Like,
yeah, that's actually nice.
bro, that's fucked. Like that, buddy, guy.
Yo, welcome back to the Hours Before Midnight show. We got a special short and sweet episode for y'all today. I got the Popeyes cup, got a solo pod, got my boy over here, Ekti. What's good?
What's good, brother? How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic, yo. It is 2 in the morning right now, but it's it's a little bit hours after midnight.
We're going into overtime, hours after midnight.
Yeah,
overtime.
Straight, bro. But we've been having so many crazy guest pods. Got a lot of big guests lined up too.
Yeah.
But we want to do some solo pods, bro.
Yeah, we need to start expanding. You know, doing a little bit more solos. But yeah, we'll address this right away. We recorded a pod, let's say about an hour ago.
Right now with the guests at like 11 p.m. It was already late for my parents, bro.
Yeah, bro, we recorded the pod. Entire camera, everything just got messed up. So we lost all the footage. So we're just like, we're not going to take this L. We're going to turn it into a W. So now we're doing a solo pod.
We got a technical issue, but yo, you ain't never going to catch us lacking like that again, bro.
Straight.
We're going to have 3 backups going from next time. You already know.
Yeah, we're going to have 3-4 cameras just in case.
We're going to have 10 cameras just to make sure this doesn't happen again.
All right, yo, let's just hop right into it, bro. Yeah. So you heard about the whole Gunna thing, right?
The Gunna thing was nuts, bro.
Yeah, straight. Nuts. So Gunna is released now. To anyone that doesn't know, YSL, Gunna, and the whole crew got
they guys are on.
They didn't get sentenced, but they got thrown into jail.
Up.
They got thrown into jail. They got picked up. Thugger's facing a RICO charge right now. RICO's
crazy. You know when they made RICO, I watched a documentary about it.
Yeah.
It was initially made to take down the Italian mafia in New York.
Yeah.
Because they knew that all these guys were connected, but they couldn't pin them together. Yeah. And they RICO'd these guys.
Yeah. RICO is insane. If you get hit with a RICO, the chance of you getting out is like slim to none. But Thug is somehow beating this case. So Gunna just got released, right? Gunna got released by taking a plea deal. So everyone's saying he's pushing plea right now, which is by itself.
Pushing plea. It's all good. It's all love to
It's all love to him, though. But
it's crazy.
Dude, the thing is, though, right? Like some articles came out and statements came out from his lawyers saying that he never actually he never snitched on anyone, right? And my thing is, I'm pretty sure him and Thugger had to have had a conversation beforehand because there's no way Gunna is snitching.
And him and Thugger are boys from day one.
Yeah,
bro. I was
watching
a podcast
same
of
label,
him.
Man.
Yeah, same label. So it's crazy what happened, bro. Like, but bro, you were telling me that thing about the cheese, bro. What was the thing with the cheese and the Maybach?
Oh, okay. So Gunna obviously got when he released, he has a Maybach, right?
Yeah,
so this guy, he went to a mall or whatever, and this guy found his car and started throwing cheese slices in front of his car and says, I'm leaving out cheese for the rat. So like 50% of the internet's like, yo, this guy definitely snitched. But then the other 50% is like, nah, man, there's no way. So everyone's just going crazy right now thinking like he snitched or whatever, but I don't really know.
Yeah, you don't know who to trust, bro, especially because people are always trying to catch people lacking, even if it means making up shit and pretending like they know shit about the legal system, because, bro, I just know that a plea deal, you have to admit to something to get it.
Yeah, right? You do.
But I don't know who I trust. That Maybach shit is hilarious. The thing is, though, that like, I feel like especially more in America than here, these artists have crazy influence over the people, bro.
100%.
Like, people take it so seriously. Like, it's a big thing right now.
I saw so many memes. It was like, yo, Thug's getting released after the Metro Spider song on Metro Boomin's album, right? Because like the judge was like, you can't keep this guy in jail. Bro. We need this music. I was like, bro, like there's so many memes coming out of it. And then also too, like, I don't know, like for Thug, like they just came out with, they can't use any of the evidence that they got confiscated from his house because they're using a legal search warrant. So they can't use any of the evidence like the phones or any of like any other incriminating like evidence they found during that seizure. The law is crazy like that, especially in America. That's good though. It's good though, no, because if you execute a legal search warrant, you shouldn't be allowed to use that evidence anyway, which is good. It's upholding the law, right? But Thug was smiling today. I saw the photos come out. He was smiling, bro. That guy knows he's getting out. I
love these guys, bro. I'm not gonna cap.
Yeah,
I think like even the new Metro Boomin album, like, and especially Gunna and these artists, they've influenced me so much, bro. Yeah. In like a good way too. I don't just listen to that music. Some people think that like, oh, you listen to those music, you're gonna turn into a thug, like I want to be Surrey Jack. Yeah. Nah, these guys grinded it, bro. Straight. Like, yo, the new Metro Boomin album. I was watching his podcast. Yo, this guy was dropping beats in grade 11, and Future was buying them. Yeah, bro. That's the grind that they got when they're that young. And that's why they make it. Bro, but that's the thing. If you're dedicated to work, man, you can get anything done, bro. Okay, so going on to the next topic, though, right? Designer. So, obviously, the whole thing with Balenciaga happened where they third-party, media corporation or whatever. How do you feel about that ethically, bro? What's your scene with it? Because like a lot of people personally, I don't own any Balenciaga, right? So I'm not like in a pit where I'm like, yo, I have so much money invested into Balenciaga to the point where like I'm like, oh my god, I can't wear this anymore. Imagine, like, I don't really care, right? Like about Balenciaga clothing, but my thing is, right, like the shit they did with the kids and like obviously that whole like marketing scheme was kind of questionable. I'm like, how do you not review this before you put it out? And how do you not think it's an issue? I don't know, bro. Some people almost said that it was done on purpose. Like all the conspiracy theorists. Because they're like, if it did on purpose, it would bring more of these people who support this type of stuff out. Like maybe in the long term, there's a lot of theories.
Balenciaga, like he called it. He's just like, these guys aren't good people or whatever, and he left that brand, right?
What about Kim?
But that's the thing, Kim. Like, here's a lot of the other artists and people when this whole thing happened didn't speak out on it.
Kim not rolling with this. She's like, I'm still gonna reevaluate.
Yeah, she's gonna reevaluate, but what, like, bro, reevaluate.
Imagine the bag they gave her. That's the one thing I was listening to. It's like, yo, imagine how much they paid her just to stay with him in these times. Because if she left Balenciaga, I don't think it'd be the same. See that Nelt clip?
Yeah.
Well, the Nelt clip where Kyle went into the Balenciaga store with a bunch of bondage on, and he's like, "I love working with kids. Can you hire me?" That was fucked, you know.
Dude, but it's Nelk, bro. Like,
yeah,
they get away with that shit.
I know. I took it like in the comedic sense, and I was like, "Yo, imagine still working at this company. Imagine how many employees quit and how many didn't."
Bro, but that's the thing, bro. Like, here's the thing with all that, like, designer, like, whole situation that happened, right? Again, some people fuck with it in terms of like, yo, this is a whole marketing ploy. This is a conspiracy theory, right? And like, they want to like drag people out, right? Like that believe in this stuff and then like, you know, put it on them, right? Where a lot of conspiracy theorists believe that. But from my personal point of view from it is literally, I just feel like, how do you let this get past your, how does this go from the marketing team and then goes out before the main heads of Balenciaga see it? Like, how does that work? Because they should have seen it and been like, yo, this looks messed up. Like, what is this? You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I think that's just dumb how they're like playing dumb. Like, oh, we didn't catch it as this third-party company.
Like, yo, if you own a company that's that big, like if I own Gucci, right? And like, or Louis Vuitton or something, I'm making sure.
But the argument goes both ways, bro. When you manage a big company, you could also see that there's so much going on at once that it's impossible to vet every single thing.
Then I'm hiring people that know what the hell they're doing. Because clearly at Balenciaga, they're just hiring random people off the street that think fucking putting that shit on kids is cool.
Yeah.
So then you gotta check your employees, man. That's your fault.
If you had Balenciaga slides right now, those cozy ass slides, what would you do with them? Throw them out, or would you keep them in case it blows over?
I would keep them. I just would. You just never catch me wearing them.
Yeah, it's never catch me. That's true. I feel that because I feel like the brown dad in me.
There's people currently right now shopping at Balenciaga that do not care.
Yeah.
Let's keep it a buck, right? I'm gonna tell you straight. Like, I personally would not wear Balenciaga now. Like, I don't have any Balenciaga. So the whole.
What do you have?
I have.
Because you're into designer. What are you into?
I have Moncler and I have like.
Do you have Moncler jacket?
I do have Moncler.
Like a puffer.
I have a zip-up jacket.
You gotta wear it on the next pod just for the intro. That's it. Like how I wear the sunglasses.
Should I? Yeah. I don't like wearing my designer though. I'm not gonna lie.
Actually,
I don't like wearing designer.
Whatever. Then it's all good.
Yeah. Bro. I remember I told you I used to be into it, but then now I feel like I'm just more of just like cozy, just chilling out.
Yeah, chill guy, I guess. It has its balance though, bro.
Yeah. Once in a while, like if we go out for like a.
When we're traveling, when we're.
When we go for the trip and stuff, I might throw in some drip, some designer drip, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Dude, I DM'd in my first year of university. I remember I got the custom email for like Balenciaga and Gucci and Louis. And I emailed him and I was like, yo, can you guys sell cloth for a turban? Like for a bug?
Way.
Because I want to be dripping like that. Like a low-key
like a Louis Vuitton bug?
Yeah. But they all said no. It was a pretty stupid idea though. It's like the type of thing you think about with your buddies when you're out like, at Boston Pizza and shit. And then the next day you're like, what the fuck? But I sent that email and they'll respectfully decline, which is all good. I launched my own designer line.
True. We got something cooking in the background, right?
Yeah.
All right, going forward. Pod ambitions, right?
Bro, so like I was looking at the DMs on the Hours Before Midnight Instagram. It's pretty wild, yo. Like I think people are saying that like our pod has like future value, but a couple people messaged they want to manage it, they want to look into it, they want us to, dude, what one contract you got us email? What the fuck was that?
Oh my god.
The email you guys don't even want to know.
Okay, listen. This person's gonna watch this too, and I'm gonna say this in the most respectful,
with love and respect, but like, what the fuck, bro?
Respectful way. What the hell was that contract? Listen to me when I say this. Man wanted literally everything. He wanted the whole he wanted all of HBM.
Start from the phone call though, because this guy calls me up. He's like, dude, I talked to the most amazing guy. I background checked him because I CID'd him like a, you know, like
Like I did too.
He worked for Netflix. He's the man, bro. And he was like, we want to do some collabs.
Yeah, the guy that reached out to us is like
respect to him.
Respect to him. He's done amazing. His resume is crazy.
Yeah, but you know, there's an entire industry where people will prey on people that are just starting to create, that have potential to take advantage of them for their future value.
Exactly. But so this guy messages me and he's like, hey, I would love to work on potentially, you know, collabing with you, right?
He's a radio station from California.
Radio station, right? He's like, I'd love to collab with you. And the station's huge. And we're not going to.
You guys would have never heard of this because if we signed what he wanted us to sign, we could not say a word about this.
Yeah, so that's why we're able to talk about this. Plus, we're not going to mention any names just because I don't want any legal issue with you.
Nothing's gonna happen, bro.
Yeah, no, but
I got Bridget Mohan on my WhatsApp right now.
Nah, but so this guy gives me a call. I'm like, cool, let's schedule a call. So I schedule a call because I'm like, something like this, you need to schedule a call. Yeah. I want this in calling. I want to talk to him. I want to see what type of person
he's a good guy. I keep loves calling.
Right. So I was just like, hey, we talked for a couple hours, right? We literally talked for like an hour and a half. 2 hours, right? Damn near. This call was long. He ran me through the whole details of exactly how he's gonna do the promotional side of things, run everything through. He was like, he came to the thing. He's like, you know what? I just want 4 episodes.
Wait, so initially he tried to buy it?
He initially tried to buy it.
Well, that's crazy, bro. Let's go through with the story and then we'll talk about if we would sell the podcast.
Okay. So the story went like this. This guy calls me and he's like, essentially, I want to syndicate your podcast, meaning I want you guys to come on board with under our media corporation and just do your podcast for us. Pretty much wants to, buy us out. He tells me like, or I tell him, sorry, that I'm like, I'm not interested. Like, I'm not interested in this at all. He's like, okay, cool. So what would you be interested in? I still want to collab with you. I said, I just threw it out. I was like, I'll do 4 episodes with you and you guys can have the rights to those episodes, but we still want to be able to upload to our...
Yeah, so you kept it straight and he seemed like a nice guy on the phone call too. It was like a partnership. It was a partnership. Ownership.
It was a partnership.
Which is why we liked it, because we're like, I'd love to partner up with some cool ass people, bro.
Yeah, it was a partnership with 4 episodes. That's it. We're in and out. We get the promotional side of things. They get the content out of it. Everyone's winning, right? So because we would have been able to keep our creative ideas.
So that's how the call was, right?
That's how the call was.
And then you told me.
So then I told Manrov, and I called Manrov, like, bro, you don't understand like what I just did. And Manrov's like,
I was studying and shit. I was tripping out, bro. I was like, what the hell? I was like, somebody wants to collab with us in their radio station in Cali. This is crazy.
Yeah, and then this station was actually very bumping, like in terms of like monthly listeners and everything too. So we were just like, holy shit. And then like the people that they had on board in the station, like the collab with like the artists and stuff that we could potentially be linked to.
Yeah, like it was insane.
It was insane. And he's like, all right, give me your email. We sent him the business email. He sent us over the contract. I tell Manro, I'm like, review the contract. I'm gonna get a lawyer to review the contract as well, because obviously I'm not signing no shit without knowing the ins and outs of it, right? So Manrov reads it and he literally sends me back bullet points of like, this is the most scam contract.
So this guy told me, he's like, watch an eye on the email. So like, yo, you already know I got the email on my phone and everything. I read it. Yo, this contract's a mess, bro. I'm not even one to be like really good at the law, but it's like 4 episodes per week. We have to have the rights to every single one, exclusive ownership of your name. You can't use it anywhere else.
Yeah.
And
if we ever get a guest on in the future through this station, we have to give them a 20% kickback.
Yeah, like crazy royalties.
It was crazy royalties.
And it was like, we own everything you do. You can't even post on your guys' own YouTube, on your own Instagram. And I just felt like this was not a partnership. It was like some type of scam, especially with the way that it was worded, where it's like, we have the right at any time to terminate this and we get all rights over you as per California law. It just gave me sus ass vibes, bro. And you know what I mean? I called this guy too and I was like, bro, we can't be doing this, yo. This is too valuable to us. Our viewers care too much. We can't just...
Yeah, we were never I was never in the market or in the mindset that I'm going to sign away the podcast, and neither were you.
I would love to work with someone, bro, but the thing with the podcast is like, I would always want to keep it straight. Like I want to be able to come on this podcast when some shit goes down in my life and fully take shots at someone. Like, be able to say what's on my mind and be honest, right?
Yeah.
But once you have someone who's managing and owning you, bro, you can't just
you lose all creative vision.
Yeah. I think it's good to an extent if you're not somebody who's good at business, but you're a good podcast host.
Exactly.
But like we're blessed up to the fact that we actually love doing both those things.
Yeah, exactly.
So, like, right? Would you sell the podcast though? Good question. Would you sell the podcast for... Like, this is going to be a pretty crazy, but like with any business, you have to think of this. I'm not saying one day we're going to be worth $1 million, but you might, right? So something you have to think about if you would ever sell this to someone.
No.
Really?
Fuck.
How come?
I'll tell you straight up why.
Yeah.
This podcast for us, and I think you can understand this too, we didn't start this podcast to become rich.
No fucking way. Or people ask us like, yo, did you start this for clout? It's like, nah, bro.
No, we did this because we honestly wanted to, and I wanted to put myself out there, and I just wanted to have a place to like talk and just like share my ideas and stuff. The same with you. It was a creative passion project for me and Manrov, and the way it came together was just so natural. It wasn't like, hey, you're gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, and we're gonna make this much X amount of money or
like,
X
I'm
amount
not
of
saying
clout.
it's all I'm not saying it's all about money, but I'm also not saying we're never gonna have like brand deals or something, because that would let us like make a better studio, like hire somebody to do guest acquisition, do shit like that. That's like proper stuff with the company. But the reason we started the podcast was literally, bro, I just want to get stories out there. I want to get the stories of guests out there. If I learn something in my life, I want to get that out there. I feel like there was a lot of people, especially when I was traveling Europe and Australia and stuff, that I would meet and they'd be so cool and we'd exchange stories and it would be hella powerful, bro, to get that perspective. And I feel like a podcast is like the ultimate version of that, because like, yo, we want to interact with viewers as much as possible. Like, we have the Google form to submit confessions to if you haven't already. You know, you can always DM us anything you want to see on the podcast. But bro, overall, this is just not something you make for the money or for the clout, bro.
Like,
it has to be deeper.
Like, would you ever sell it though?
Nah, bro.
Right?
Think about it. Like, why would you sell it?
Like, here's exactly. We're not going to be broke at all. Let's just put it this way. We're not going to be broke. We're going to be well off enough where we don't need to sell the podcast to make money, and we don't need the podcast to make money so we can live comfortably. Yeah. Let's just say like that.
Like, without sounding cocky, bro, I just feel like
respectfully.
I feel like there's no way that you can make it and be successful if you don't fucking believe in yourself, bro.
Exactly.
And I only swear to put emphasis on that. But
the amount of hours that Manrov especially, and this is a shout out
me and
to
this guy call, bro. Like, you guys don't even know how much work it goes into. Like, I still have coding. I still have a coding final exam on Monday. I have a graphical engineering final exam on Monday. But we gotta post a podcast, release it in the morning. What shit to do, bro? But
yo, listen, it is 2:17 in the morning. We're gonna finish this pod and we're gonna have to edit it. You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing. People don't see that. People just think, like,
there's a lot more work ethic than you think, bro.
Yeah,
like,
it's a lot more work ethic. But we enjoy it.
Yeah, you enjoy. You can't be complaining about it because that's a manifest negative energy. It's like, you don't fucking like doing this. I'll just take it away from you. I'll just, you know what I mean? Bro, I just think like, start just talking. Yeah, like, of course for us, but like, if anybody out there is listening to it too, bro, like, you gotta realize that nobody's gonna give a fuck about you unless you believe in yourself, bro. Yeah. People will act like they care about your excuses. You could be like, oh man, I couldn't do this. I failed at this because like it was so hard and I didn't sleep. People are only gonna hear the first part of that sentence. The second part, you just end up dismissing it. Yeah. And it's so sad, but it's the truth of reality, bro. Like it's actually how life is, man.
Yeah, straight.
Like, you know what I mean? It's a sad world, but like, yo, if you can fucking be that bigger person and just grind, like, it's hella fruitful.
Yeah. The thing is too, one thing I really just want to put out here is like, this is something that I feel like people should really understand. No one has a reason, and Dave Joe said this, no one has a reason to believe in you.
That's not a bad thing, right?
It's not a bad thing. You need to first believe in yourself, show that it's possible, and show that there's a proof of concept before you can even expect anyone else to believe in you.
Pretty sick, bro. Pretty sick. Yeah, straight.
Right? Like, how are you gonna like, I'll just do something so basic. How are you gonna say I'm gonna go to the gym and get big, right? But you don't
motivational Murav coming in right now.
But you don't go to the gym.
Yeah. Last weekend we went out to eat with our podcast guest after we had donaires, and this guy went to the gym at 3 a.m. And I just want to give a shout out to that because it's pretty wild, bro. Catch this guy benching at 3 in the morning. What the hell's going on?
Bro, but that's the thing. I'm not even...
Of course you have to stay humble though, right? But I just feel like we need to paint a picture of like you gotta get how shit our life done, is. Man. Have to be honest, right?
You gotta get shit done, and like, that's the thing.
But it's hard too. Like, I have times I mentally burn out, and I watch Korean dramas, and I freaking calm down.
That's the thing. I have times. Manor was here, and I'll be honest with it. When the podcast corrupted, the file corrupted, I was upset.
He was sitting on this counter. I was laying over here, and I was like, "Yo, tomorrow morning I'll be positive." But today, fuck this, bro. I was like, "This is terrible. We wasted everybody's time." Yeah. And that was like an hour ago.
Yeah, and now look at us. We're back. We're not leaving until we get this thing
like
done.
Central C says, bro. Straight back to it.
Straight back to it, yeah.
Hopefully this all comes off in like a super humble sense. Like, I don't like talking about this much, but I feel like the only time you can actually be honest and be this like insightful on what we do is in a solo pod. Yeah. So you have to get it out there in the time you had. When a guest comes on, you don't want to be the guy who's just talking about his fucking self when the guest is on.
Exactly. Right? Yeah. This is at the end of the HBM is us.
Yeah.
And we need us. And we need to
and the viewers
obviously. We really appreciate you guys. We love you guys, but. Again, I feel like for us, in order to connect with you guys a little bit more, we need to be a little bit more upfront. Even when we take a loss, or even when we take an L.
Yeah, when shit like this happens,
we need to own up to it. Because again, we're not going to improve in life.
Like, that was my fault, honestly, bro. Like, I could have prepared for that. I could have had a second laptop running, showing me that the camera was all good. But things happen, bro, and that's how you learn. Yeah. It was the first time it happened, so you can get mad for like an hour. The second time it happens, you should shoot yourself in the foot. But that's not going to happen.
Exactly.
Right?
Literally. All right, moving on to the last thing. Manrov's going to actually read out some discussions that you guys sent.
Motivational portions
and Manrov's putting on the glasses for this. Oh my god!
I just want to tell you the motivational Manor was done for the week.
All right, Manor.
Onto the discussion.
All right, let's go, Manor.
I got in a fresh viewer confession off of the viewer discussion forum.
Link in the description if you guys want to contribute to this. We'll read out your discussions on the podcast if you guys.
There's a lot of these. I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of these, and some of them are just too effed up to drop on because you guys are doing some weird ass shit. Yeah. Okay, so this guy says like, he's like, I've had my N for a month and a half, and last week I was driving home and there was barely any lights in the dark, and there's a huge truck behind me making me nervous. That's true. I don't really fuck with truck drivers on the road. Yeah. And while driving, I accidentally hit the mirror of a car parked on the street. I didn't tell my parents to check the car for any scratches because I was scared. Turns out everything's fine because my parents haven't noticed.
So he hit a parked car.
Hit a parked car. Second month with your N, bro. I'll give it to you. Nah, people have done worse and shit. People have drunk drove in their second month with their N. I don't know. I think I gotta be that guy then who just sits here and said he's never done a hit and run when I maybe secretly have. I'm joking. I don't know though, but I feel like shit happens, but I feel like you should own up to it. Yeah. But like honestly, like fender benders, bro, like people might not even notice. Like, what if the other guy doesn't notice? Did it even happen? It's like that shit, bro. It's like if a tree falls in a forest and it makes a sound but nobody heard it, did it fucking make a sound? Okay, right, but what do you think this person should do if they crash their car like that?
Own up to it, bro. It's gonna come back to bite you in the ass later. I believe in karma. I do believe in karma and nazar and stuff. So I feel like you're definitely gonna get your share of it if you don't own up to shit like that.
Because the thing is, it's not even that deep. Like your insurance might, especially like your insurance might go up by like a little bit.
Yeah.
But I don't think you should really worry about that.
Yo, at the end of the day, you're new. You make mistakes. Yeah, you hit a whatever. You hit the.
It's
mirror,
pretty
right?
jokes ass story though. I'm gonna be real. I feel like the best stories that I have are from when I just got my license and I was getting pulled over, going like 40 over on the highway, and how I'd have to talk to the cop to like get him to write the ticket as 30 under, and like how freaking one time I went to a police checkpoint with like 5 passengers and had my end, and the cop was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And I was like, "Yo, these are all my brothers because we're all brown," and he's like, "No, they're not." And he's like, "Prove it in court." That was a jokes ass ticket I got, but I just disputed him until I got my class 5 and we're blessed now. That's a tip. Next story. Told my crush I was about to die, so they would be nicer to me. I told them I had a bad chest cold. I assumed like some really bad case of COVID because 2 years ago was 2020 and I didn't have much time to live. The person came to see me a lot and she ended up catching feelings for me. I asked her to be my girlfriend even though she thought I was going to die. And she said yes, because she thought I was going to die soon. I then told her a miracle happened and that I've been saved since I started praying more. And me and her have been together for 2 years, more than 2 years, and she doesn't know. I feel guilty because her and I are so happy and I don't want to ruin it. What should I do?
Bro, I'm in disbelief right now.
I don't know, bro. Like, I'm gonna be straight. I was like, I saw this before and I was like, dude, there's some crazy, no matter how fucked up your relationship is, it could always be worse.
I hope that's fake, but like if it isn't, okay, let me take a crack at this real quick. All right, listen. It's been 2.5 years in a relationship, right? And
that's a long ass time, right?
That's
like
a long ass time. But the thing is, my whole thing is you started the relationship with a lie.
That's a big ass lie too.
That's a big ass lie. You said you were gonna die.
A week left, I'm gonna die,
bro.
Cause yo, at that point, I don't know, man.
Bro, what if like here's the thing? Like, yeah, you're happy. You know, it's been 2.5 years, but yo, you told the girl that you were gonna die, bro. Like,
yeah, that's actually
bro, that's fucked. Like that, buddy, you got your.
Can you imagine being that girl and then you're like, yo, he hasn't died yet?
Imagine the girl watching the podcast right now. She's like, yo, I know this guy.
At this point, this guy probably doesn't give a fuck though, cause he's still hurt.
You know but here's the thing.
I don't know if the story's real or not, but I just want to answer it like it is, because what if it is?
Yeah, here's the thing. I'm gonna give you some solid advice, bro. If you're watching, listen. Yeah. You're probably gonna be watching because you sent the confession anyway. But listen, my advice to you is, it's gonna eat at you unless you're just pathologically lying.
I've been there, yo. I'm not gonna cap. I'm not perfect. I've lied to girls, and the entire they're all broken up now, so it's all good. But like the entire relationship, you'll just think about it, and like, dude, the truth always comes out with everything. Yeah. Like, this might be like, I've lied about smaller things and it's come back to me. I just mean like in business and like life and stuff.
Yeah. My thing is, bro, like yeah, the relationship might end and yeah, that sucks. But bro, like you don't want this shit to come out like another couple years down the line. Then it just looks even worse, bro. Like imagine, I feel like,
yeah, there's probably like, imagine like you guys are just having Christmas dinner and she's like to your dad, oh, it's so, I mean, God bless that he's still alive, and your dad's like, what? Like it wouldn't even be hard for this to come out.
No, bro. It wouldn't. This is like literally, you'll get caught.
Imagine it's like your I'm just thinking far down the line. Imagine it's like your wedding reception and everybody's like, how did you guys meet? And she's like, oh, it's from the darkest points of his life when he was about to die.
Dude, that's
and then everybody's like, what the fuck, bro?
Like, mom comes, he wasn't gonna die at all.
Yeah. So like, I just feel like, bro, there's times where lying is okay. I mean, like very small white lies. Like, dude, that's your personal ethics. Right? I'm not gonna say shit about that. Yeah. But yeah, bro, you just gotta fucking tell her.
But bro, listen, like you're fucked for even starting. But like, a relationship with a lie. But
what if she's the type who's like, oh my god, that means you loved me so much if you're willing to say this to me?
Nah, but bro, then like, why'd you say? Nah, bro.
She might still stay with him if like over the 2 years it's been good enough.
Listen, if it's been 2.5 years and she truly loves you. Like, I understand, like,
me, like a love coach,
right? Listen, 2.5 years, if she truly loves you, right? And like, whatever, she will stay with you, right?
And if she leaves, bruv, you need to fucking level up your life.
Yeah, because don't ever lie to get into a relationship.
Yeah, because, like, bro, like, this is pretty messed. Hit the gym, go, like, find your knit, like, find your school, your work, whatever. Become successful as fuck, and just don't look back, because this is hella messed up.
That's fucked.
Once you level up, be honest, and you'll have hella options.
Yeah,
bro, yourself.
Bro, to be honest, build your value and then just go back to yourself, bro. Because like, what the hell is that? Bro said I had chest cold.
Yeah, it's okay though. I feel for bro because he's sharing it. He probably doesn't know who to ask. But bro, if this is you, just DM me, bro. Like
yeah, straight DM.
I'll hype you up to tell her and shit.
Yeah, DM one of us.
I'll even watch the live stream while you tell her.
We'll be in the FaceTime.
Like, Steve, why are we rocking all these solo pods now? What's good? What's popping? Oh yeah, HBM? Why we got this fucking studio going?
Yeah.
Hopefully you guys like the solo pod. Drop some feedback below. Constructive feedback's always.
Yeah, these are always a bit of like just like just thoughts everywhere, but I feel like they're nice because you get to like obviously get to know me and Manor a little bit better. We try to build
that connection, and if you know somebody who you think has been through shit and would want to be on the pod, shoot us a DM and we'll fucking hop on a call with them.
Yeah, straight. Yeah. Or hit me on my Instagram. I usually get all the guests. Like
we got some fire guests though for the next few months, dude. I can't even reveal it, but they're very ambitious, successful guests who've been giving back to the community for like many years. Yeah. And I'm so excited to get those pods out because I feel like, bro, we were talking about that deeper meaning of the podcast, right? right?
Yeah.
Like getting stories out there, getting things that people can learn from, like from, right?
All right, but yeah, no. So with the solo pods, I want to go back to this. So solo pods, we're gonna drop them. We're gonna start dropping more solo pods. There's no set schedule. We're just gonna drop solo pods throughout, but we'll still stick with the one podcast a week. We're gonna try to get one guest pod or one solo pod a week. That's the bare minimum, right? But if we can drop an extra podcast a week, you guys might get surprised. So turn on the notifications, and we'll stay on our Instagram. We'll alert you guys when we drop another podcast.
And we're gonna keep them short and sweet, just like this. Not too long, super chill.
Super chill, casual vibes. Talk about the news of the week, something like that.
Let us know if you know some fucked ass news of the week.
Yeah, just hit the confessions. Other than that, studio, we're adding more stuff to it.
Let us know if you have any art that you're thinking. We got some floating shelves.
We actually
put them up back here and shit.
Shout out my boy Cookie.
Cookie Money.
Cookie. That's his Instagram, but he's actually doing custom art pieces for us in the studio, and also my boy. Manrup, he's actually making this whole sign. He's making it fully illuminating. So we're gonna get that in.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah. So it's gonna be solid. We're gonna get a bunch of stuff in the studio. We got a lot of cool people coming in, and it's gonna be super sick.
That's solid.
We'll wrap it up here.
Thanks for watching and listening to the solo pod.
Yeah.
Catch you on the next one.
Peace out. Take it easy.